The first thing I felt was the axe already inside me. Not swinging, not falling, inside, buried deep. For one broken second, I did not understand what I was seeing. Then the pain caught up. I looked down at violet hands that were not mine. Long fingers, night elf skin, white eyes wide with shock. I was reborn again. Night elf druid, a character.
No screen, no mouse.
A name on a screen, a life that was never supposed to bleed. There was no keyboard, no mouse, no desk, no apartment. Only black stone, red torchlight, blood, and the black iron axe lodged in my ribs. I wrapped both hands around the handle. My fingers shook. I pulled. Agony tore through me so hard the world flashed white. Blood hit my lips. My breath broke. The axe slipped from my hands and struck the stone. I slammed my palm against the wound and forced the spell through the pain. Heal. Emerald light bloomed under my hand. It crawled into the gash like living roots. The bleeding slowed. The pain stayed, but it became something I could carry. I pushed myself upright. I picked up the axe. It was too heavy for a druid. I carried it anyway. Then I saw the bodies. Not one, not two. A raid. Armor shattered across the stone. Broken shields, dropped weapons. People who had come here the same way I had. People who had died before they could understand what this place really was. I moved through them slowly, and when I could not bear the shape of myself anymore, I shifted. Panther. I padded into the corridor. That was when something moved ahead. An orc. Massive. Green skin. Armor scarred from 100 battles. He saw me and roared, "Demon! Trap!" Then he charged. Claws met steel. We crashed into the narrow corridor. Like animals trying to tear fate apart. I shifted again, panther into bear. Bear into pure survival.
You channel like no caster I have ever seen. The things in this place are not our concern. Not yet. You are not one of them. You are a player.
Pack stays together.
Found these on the way in. They belong with you.
You never stop, do you?
So we moved together after that. Two survivors walking the same impossible road. The breathing followed us the whole time. Closer now, watching. Every torch seemed to dim when it passed. Every shadow felt alive. By the time we reached the sealed inner sanctum, the sound was so loud, it felt like the chamber was inhaling us. We pushed the iron door open together, and inside was the Warden of the first chamber. A towering construct of black iron and fused, screaming faces. A red core burning in its chest, chains hanging from its arms like butchered promises. It turned toward us with the patience of something that had already killed too many to hurry. The fight began. Grimgor charged first. I hit the thing from the side in bear form. Roots burst from the floor. Chains came down in arcs of iron and sparks. Its red core flared brighter every time it fed on us. I healed Grimgor from across the room while ghostly echoes of the dead rose around us. My mana thinned. My body broke. Cuts opened across my skin. His armor cracked. The Warden only grew stronger. In the final moments, we were both on our knees. The Warden raised its chains for the killing blow. Grimgor turned his head toward me, blood running through his teeth, and said only one word.
Together.
So I gave it everything. I drove both hands into the stone and forced the last of my power downward. Roots erupted, wrapped its legs, its torso, its chains. Grimgor roared and charged. I shifted again. Black Panther, mid-leap. I landed on its back and tore at the thing with claws and fury while he hacked at it from the front. The Warden thrashed. Chains whipped through the chamber. One of them caught me hard enough to make the world tilt sideways. Still, we held on. Then the core cracked. Then it shattered. Red light burst through the chamber. Iron screamed. The Warden collapsed in a storm of metal and shadow. And then, the echoes vanished. The breathing stopped. Silence. Real silence. We lay there among the wreckage, too broken to rise. After a moment, Grimgor crawled across the ruined floor and put one heavy hand on my shoulder. He helped me sit up. For a while, neither of us spoke. Then, with a tired grin that looked strange on a face built for war, he said,
We did it. Floor 1 boss. Barely.
I looked at the broken Warden, at the dark iron heap where terror had stood, at the dead red core, at the quiet that had finally settled over the Chamber of Horrors. And I understood what had changed. I woke up with an axe in my chest. I fought an orc who should have been my enemy. And somewhere in the dark between death and survival, he became my pack. I am reborn again, Night Elf Druid, trapped on floor 1 of 14. And together, we barely defeated the Warden of the first chamber. I do not know what waits on floor 2. I do not know if we survive the next door. But I know this. We are not alone anymore. If you want to know what happens when we open the next sealed door, stay with us. A like takes half a second. A comment takes 10. A subscription takes 1 click. But for every one of us still trapped on floor 1, it is the only way the story continues. See you in part 2.